Python for Loop Lesson. Part 1, Introduction to the for loop, in English. Welcome to a lesson dedicated to one of the most powerful and frequently used tools in Python programming, the for loop. What is a for loop? The for loop in Python is used to repeat certain actions, or a block of code, for each item in a sequence. This makes it ideal for processing lists, strings, tuples, dictionaries, and other iterable objects. Imagine you have a list of names, and you want to greet each person in that list. Instead of writing print, for each name, you can use a for loop, which will iterate through the list and perform the action for each item automatically. Basic syntax. The basic syntax of a for loop looks like this: Python. For item underscore or underscore variable in iterable underscore object, hashtag code block to be executed for each item. Hashtag must be indented. For a keyword that signifies the beginning of the loop. Item underscore or underscore variable, this is a temporary variable that, in each iteration of the loop, will take the value of the current item from the iterable underscore object. You can name it anything you like, e.g. item, number, char, name, etc. In, a keyword indicating that we will iterate over the elements of the iterable underscore object. Iterable underscore object, any object that can be iterated over, gone through item by item. Examples include lists, list. Tuples, tuple, strings, str, dictionaries, dict, ranges, range, and others. Colon must be placed at the end of the for line. Indented code block. All lines that are part of the loop must have the same indentation, usually 4 spaces. Once the indentation ends, the loop is considered finished. Key concepts. Iterable, an object that can be traversed element by element. Iteration, a single execution of the loop's code block for one element. Loop variable. The temporary variable, e.g. item underscore or underscore variable, that holds the current element in each iteration. Part 2, 10 examples of for loop usage in Python. Let's explore 10 detailed examples to understand how the for loop works in various scenarios. Example 1, iterating over a list, basic. This example shows how to go through each element of a list. Step 1, create a list. Step 2, use a for loop to iterate over the list. Step 3, print each fruit. Step-by-step explanation, we create a list called fruits containing 4 strings. The for fruit in fruits loop begins. Python takes the first item from the fruits list, apple, and assigns it to the fruit variable. The code block inside the loop, print, fruit, is executed. Apple is printed. The loop moves to the second item, banana, assigns it to fruit. Banana is printed. This process repeats for cherry and melon. Once all items in the fruits list have been processed, the for loop finishes. Example 2, iterating over a string. Strings in Python are also iterable objects, allowing us to go through each character. Step 1, create a string. Step 2, use a for loop to iterate over the string. Step 3, print each character. Step-by-step explanation, we define a string word with the value Python. The for char in word loop begins. In the first iteration, char becomes p. print, char, outputs, p. In the next iteration, char becomes y, and so on, until all characters in the string are processed. The loop finishes when there are no more characters in word. Example 3, using range, basic count. The range function is often used with a for loop to repeat code a specific number of times. If only one argument is provided, range, n, generates a sequence of numbers from 0 up to n, 1. Step 1, use a for loop with range, for 5 repetitions. Step 2, print a message and the current value of I. Step-by-step explanation, range, 5, generates the sequence of numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the first iteration, I becomes 0. Print, outputs repetition number 1. In the second iteration, I becomes 1. Print, outputs repetition number 2. The process continues until I reaches 4. After 4 is processed, range, has no more elements, and the loop finishes. Example 4, using range, start, stop. We can specify a starting and ending value for range. The sequence will include start but exclude stop. Step 1, use a for loop with range, from 3 to 7, excluding 7. Step 2, print the current number. Step-by-step explanation, range, 3, 7, generates the sequence, 3, 4, 5, 6, in the first iteration, number becomes 3, and 3 is printed. The process repeats until number becomes 6. After 6, the loop finishes because 7, the stop value, is not included. Example 5, using range, start, stop, step. We can specify a starting value, an ending value, and a step, interval, for range. Step 1, use a for loop with range, from 0 to 10 with a step of 2. Step 2, print the current number. Step-by-step explanation, range, 0, 10, 2, generates the sequence, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, in the first iteration, count becomes 0, and 0 is printed. In the next iteration, count increases by the step, 2, becoming 2, and 2 is printed. The process repeats until the next number, in this case, 10, is equal to or greater than stop. Example 6, iterating over a tuple. Tuples are also iterable objects, and the for loop works with them just like with lists. Step 1, create a tuple. Step 2, use a for loop to iterate over the tuple. Step-by-step explanation, we create a tuple called colors. The for color in colors loop begins. Color successively takes the values red, green, blue. Print color is executed for each value. The loop finishes after all elements of the tuple have been processed. Example 7, iterating over a dictionary, by keys. By default, when iterating over a dictionary, the for loop goes through its keys. Step 1, create a dictionary. Step 2, use a for loop to iterate over the dictionary keys. Step-by-step explanation, we create a dictionary called person. The for key in person loop begins. Key successively takes the values of the dictionary's keys, name, age, city. Print key outputs each key. The loop finishes when all keys have been processed. Example 8, iterating over a dictionary, by keys and values. To get both the key and the value in each iteration, we use the .items method. Step 1, use the same person dictionary. Step 2, use a for loop to iterate over key-value pairs. Step 3, print both the key and the value. Step-by-step explanation, person.items returns a view of the dictionary's key-value pairs. The for key, value in person.items loop begins. In each iteration, key gets the key, and value gets the corresponding value. In the first iteration, key equals name, value equals Alex. Name, Alex, is printed. This process repeats for all pairs in the dictionary. The loop finishes when all pairs have been processed. Example 9, the break statement in a for loop. The break statement is used to immediately exit a loop when a certain condition becomes true. Step 1, create a list of numbers. Step 2, iterate over the list. Step 3, check a condition. immediately terminates the loop. Step 4. Print the current number, if break hasn't triggered. Step-by-step explanation, the loop starts iterating through the numbers list. 10 is printed, then 20, then 30. When number becomes 40, the if number equals 40, condition is true. Found 40. Exiting loop is printed. Break immediately stops the execution of the for loop. Subsequent elements, 50, 60, are not processed. Example 10, the continue statement in a for loop. The continue statement is used to skip the current iteration of the loop and move to the next iteration. Step 1, create a list of numbers. Step 2, iterate over the list. Step 3, check a condition. Skip the rest of the current iteration. Step 4, print the number if it's odd. Step-by-step explanation, the loop iterates through the numbers list. When number equals 1, if number %2 equals 0 is false. Processing odd number, 1, is printed. When number equals 2, if number %2 equals 0 is true, 2 is even. Skipping even number, 2, is printed. Continue immediately moves execution to the next iteration, to 3. The line print, f, processing odd number, 42 is skipped. This process repeats for all numbers. Even numbers are skipped at the processing, print step, while odd numbers are fully processed. Conclusion. The for loop is a cornerstone in Python for automating repetitive tasks and processing data collections. Understanding its syntax, the use of range, and the break and continue statements will enable you to write efficient and flexible code. Practice exercise, write a for loop that iterates through a list of your favorite movies. For each movie, print its title and its length. If you can, invent a random length for each. If a movie is titled Avengers, print "This movie is a superhero movie," and skip printing its length.